what we call respiratory etiquette, or they have nose masks in place, and they maintain hand hygiene, they have social distance, then they should be able to prevent themselves from having this.
Okay, okay, doctor. This is not the first time we are hearing this kind of message. Yeah. Social distancing, yeah. Wearing of face masks, washing of hands. But we still find out that people seems to ignore all this advice and measures put in place by government. What do you think government can do to strengthen, the level of where we are taking this to? It should be disclosed so that they should now know how to, restrict themselves and self-distancing themselves and now go into self-isolation medically. Do you think this is workable?
Well, medically, patients have the right to their medical information and confidentiality. So it's maybe out of place to start identifying patients who have tested positive to COVID-19 or making their test results public without their consent. But like I've said earlier, that if we maintain these simple measures, we will be able to prevent ourselves from getting infected with this COVID-19. Government, the Edo State government has put in certain things in place by trying to fumigate the markets and restricting sales to just very essential commodities, and this to prevent social contact. This to prevent social contact and expose people to the risk of contacting diseases. So if we follow these simple measures, we don't have to start naming people who have tested positive for others to self-isolate. No. Once they feel any symptom of fever, cough, or difficulty in breathing, they should report to a health facility.
Okay.
And will be examined.
All right. We live in a complex society. Trying not to, mention the names of people, we think government is hiding something from the people. You, as somebody who have been in the medical profession for some time, is there any alternative we could take to ensure that at least we achieve a more result-oriented measures?
Okay. Like what I said earlier, patients have rights to their privacy, to their medical information. So with the information that government is giving us daily, with the daily updates of telling us how many patients have become tested positive, I think that's, and with other forms of health education, I'm sure the members of the public should be able to respond by carrying out the simple measures to prevent themselves from being infected with COVID-19.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being with us. All right.
Thank you.
I will be speaking with Dr. Efeomo Esegbe, Senior Registrar Specialist in Public Health and Community Medicine, University of Benin Teaching Hospital. You are watching NTA News. We'll be taking a break now. The news resumes shortly. Please stay with us.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities, fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill Restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenoyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
So, you now want to pick my call?
Then bomb me where? Mommy of life. Try it, mommy.
Where my car?
Mommy, now smart things remain.
If my car not ready before Kokoro for tomorrow, me and you go put leg inside one trouser. Well, lie.
What's my phone? Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Look at this phone.
All right. Yes, ma. Hey, Majo, Majo,
Majo Kini.
Mommy, no be you. Don't waste your credit. When I finish, I go call.
You call me. Me wey my middle name na credit. Wey Glow dey give me boku.
Glow and Mebo. Get 5 times your recharge to call all networks. Recharge with *555* hash.
This talk people. I beg, give me a phone, make I go, Joe.
Ah, ta ló ń sọ tọkutọku yẹn.
Glow Unlimited.
Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. A place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City. Please until
Pleasant Hill Signature Hotel, a place of hospitality in the heart of Benin City, located at 134 Akpakpavo Road, Benin City, Edo State, or call 0528 40557 or 081 36 3908.
Please until Signature Hotel. Please until Signature Hotel. A place of hospitality.
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just four walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable. Edo Heritage Hotel, you can't get it better.
Thanks for staying tuned. Now, as part of measures to mitigate the hardship posed by the lockdown occasioned by the coronavirus pandemic, Edo State government is distributing relief materials to the vulnerable and the less privileged in the state. The wife of the governor, Besio Baseki, handed the items to representatives of the various associations and bodies in Benin City. The report will come to you in a subsequent bulletin. And our Edo State Governor Baseki, has given some food items to the vulnerable people in Edo North. The items, which are part of the state government's effort at cushioning the effect of the partial lockdown in the state, were given to the local government chairman in the area for onward distribution to the various communities. Victor Odion Acha has the details.
The food items, which include bags of rice, gari, millet, salt, noodles, and others, were presented to the 6 local government chairmen of Edo North at the various warehouses in Aviele and Auchi for onward distribution to the council areas. Apart from the local government councils, other organizations such as the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Muslim leaders, traditional rulers, as well as the correctional centers are also to benefit from the food items. The senior special assistant to the governor on local government affairs, Benji Ojeto, who supervised the distribution exercise, said the state governor has warned against politicizing the sharing, as they are purely for the less privileged in the state.
It's not political because the governor has stated that it's not political. We are not doing campaign with it. It's just to assuage their suffering. But we are not sharing for politicians. It's meant for the poorest of the poor, the grassroots.
The local government chairman promised to ensure equitable distribution of the items to the vulnerables using the councillors and SAs.
Some of us have been sharing, personally to the best of our abilities. Now that the state government has sent relief materials to us, so we now build on what we have done, on a personal note. And I think Our people will be very happy.
These relief materials, as we are receiving them from Benin, from the state government, I very much optimistic that it will go down well to the non-vulnerable people.
We contacted the governor SS at the world level, the councillors, the world stakeholders to come to the council so that we can sit down and share to the worlds. Not just share to the world. Now, I want to ensure that these items get to the poorest of the poor.
Edo State is one of the states with the confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. In Auchi, Victor Odion Acha, NTA News.
Thank you, Victor. And the flour mill of Nigeria has presented noodles worth millions of naira to Edo State government to help distribute to persons badly affected by the economic impact of the COVID-19 in the states. Elizabeth Omoko reports.
With nearly 19 million Nigerians living in extreme poverty and many Edo residents feeding from hand to mouth, sustaining a lockdown requires access to food, water, medicine, and a host of other necessities. It is on this note that the Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, led by the sales officer, State Sales Territory David Osebehian, is playing its part by partnering with the state governments to feed residents.
We understand that our role in the society remains vital. To this end, Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC is committed to our purpose of feeding the nation every day by collaborating with stakeholders, including government, communities, and interest groups across our food value chain to provide relief to the supply of free food products to the most vulnerable across the country.
Taking delivery of the noodles, Special Advisor to Governor Gordon Obaseki on Security, Haruna Yusuf, assured the team that the donation will be used for the purpose it is meant to achieve.
On behalf of government and the good people of Edo State, we want to appreciate you for this your response, for identifying and supporting the effort of Edo State government.
Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC is one of the Nigeria's leading integrated food production companies. The company manufactures the Golden Penny brand of noodles and other food items. Other food items including semovita, pasta, refined sugar, margarine, vegetable oils, and a range of snacks and breakfast cereals. In Benin, Elizabeth Omako, NTA News.
It's time for another break now. To conclude this segment, and we'll return. Stay with us.
St. Regis Hotels and Resorts. Come have a taste of class and quality. Exclusive VIP suites and resorts in GRA, Benin City. Experience paradise in camp.
Of the internally displaced persons camp in Ohogwa, Benin City, have received 200 bags of 50 kilogram bags of rice, courtesy of the National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress. Anwuli Okolo has the details.
Thousand persons living in the camp, the cost of living is always a challenge. So this gesture was met with gratitude.
On behalf of the National Work Committee of the party, to present this rice to the pastor for the upkeep of these children.
The initiative to give the bags of rice is to help alleviate the pains of the inmates, who they say are in the position they are not by choice but by circumstances.
They don't plan when they were born that they are going to be here like this. So we have to support them. Knowing fully well before this time, Comrade has already built a school for them.
It gives me a lot of joy to be here today, to be able to give to them So whatever relief, whatever assistance can be provided by well-meaning Nigerians would make their lives easier.
For the coordinator of the camp, Solomon Folorenshaw, this gesture by the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress, APC, came to them in the nick of time, as the items will go a long way to help their living demands. The children also used the opportunity to appeal to other well-meaning Nigerians to assist them in other areas like medical care.
It came at a time we needed it. And there's jubilation at the center. Everybody is so happy.
We need all things that you brought for us, and it's only the Lord can bless you.
We feel we are not forgotten. We feel that we are loved by everyone. We still need help. We need medicine. We need medical kits.
As they took in the bags, they chorused their praises to the NWC. In Benin, Anwuli Okolo, NTA News.
Thank you, Anwuli. Now, the APC youth leader in Edo State and managing director, DVD Oil, Mr. Valentine Aswe, is a year older. To mark the day, he visited some orphanages in Benin to put smiles on their faces. Adobeji Ojegba reports that the celebrant also gave out free petrol to members of the public to celebrate today.
The celebrant, Mr. Aswe and family, in company of well-wishers, visited Mommy's orphanage at Ewa Road, Omosefe Orphanage, and Salvation Army Benin Rehabilitation Center to mark his birthday with the less privilege. He says it is an annual event to thank God for his immense protection.
I thank God for his provision to be able to give me that wherewithal to be able to also give back to the orphans. And you can see that there are a lot of things going on, and the challenges that our people are facing due to this COVID-19 pandemic. Few of us that are essential, that have essential businesses, it's not fine. We are open to business, but I believe that part of our corporate social responsibility is to give back to the people. This is not the time we should be looking at profit making.
The proprietor of the orphanages and superintendent of the Salvation Army Rehabilitation Center were elated. They prayed for more years and fruitful endeavor for the celebrants.
We appreciate your kindness, and we wish you the best in your endeavor, in Jesus Christ's name.
It's a wonderful man of God. He always comes to share with the less privileged. It's not the first time he's coming. He's always coming. Every year he's doing his birthday with the less privileged. We are grateful that he's always choosing us as one of the orphanages.
Every year he visits us, show the love of God, show the compassion.
High point was the cutting of the birthday cake, assisted by his family and member of the orphanages.
I wish him many more glorious years and happy birthday. May God continue to bless him and increase him. In Jesus' name, amen.
Attention then shifted to Saple Road, where the celebrant has one of his petrol dispensing outlets. It was birthday present to all who could come as they enjoyed free 10-liter petrol each. In Benin, Adobeji Ojegba, NTA News.
We sincerely apologize for some bad quality of pictures in that report. And that concludes our bulletin for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.